In this video, we are going to see how we can enter all of these chart of accounts and put their opening balances for Empire Textiles. So first of all, you already have downloaded this particular project, and we need to make sure that before entering the opening balances, we have all of these chart of accounts along with the same name in Odoo as well. After that, we will learn how we can import the balances instead of manually entering it one by one. And for that, we need an import template, just like this one. Although you can get it in the resources section of this video, but you can also get it in Odoo as well. So first of all, from the main application section, just go to the accounting application and just click on the configuration and click on chart of accounts. Here we already have a list of chart of accounts, but we will make sure one by one that we have the same name existing in Odoo as well, which is in our project. So first of all, we have Citibank. I'll just copy the name, and here you can see that we have the bank account, but it is a generic bank. It doesn't specify any particular name. So we will make the name as same. Just click on this and click and paste it and hit enter or save it from the top. Then we have Bank of America. Let's copy this 101401, and then comes 101402. So I can make it in 101400. Let's make it 101400. And if it gives you some other type, you can redefine that as well, like bank and cash. And I'll put this name here and click on save. The next one we have is Standard Chartered Bank, but this is a loan account. As you can see, the balance is in credit, so it will be a long-term liability account. Click on new. Actually, first of all, we need to check the area non-current liabilities. Let's say if you want to use this one, you can just paste this name here, click save. Then we have cash. If we scroll up, if we write cash here at the top, okay, we don't have the cash account as an asset. So click on new. And let's say we configure it in 101399, paste cash, and just change this type to bank and cash and save it. Then we have the debtors or receivables. We already have this one. Just copy the name and make this one as same. Account receivable POS, it says, just paste this name to make this same so that we don't have any problem in importing the balances. Next is inventory and stock. Just write stock here. So we have the stock valuation account. I'll just change the name of this, click save. Next is rent security. So rent security is a current asset. Let's search it by type. I'll just sort it by type, but by just clicking on this type button. And we need to create a new one. I'll just create it in 129,000. So click on new, 129,000, rent security. But this security is not a current asset. Why? Because it is kept with the owner as long as you have occupied the premises. Once you leave the premises, then you will get your security back. So it can be called a non-current asset. It's not a fixed asset. It's a non-current asset. Click save. Then we have machinery. I'll just scroll down. Under the fixed asset section, we have a generic fixed asset with no name defined. I'll just change the name of it by just clicking and changing. And after that, we need a relevant accumulated depreciation account. So let's create it in 151,500. Let's create a new one, 151,500. And let's write the name of this one for accumulated depreciation of machinery. It goes under fixed asset and it's a contra fixed asset. So click save. Next is creditors and payables. We have the liability accounts here. If we scroll down, we have this accounts payable right here under 211,000. Just click here and change the name of creditors payables. Click save. Then we have the accrued expenses. Let's say that we change the name of any liabilities account that we won't be using. Let's say current liabilities. I'll just change it to accrued expenses. Basically, this is bills payable. Sales tax payable. Let's say that employer payroll taxes, I won't be using that. I can change the name of it. Then we have general reserves, which goes under equity. So if we find the area of equity, we have this one right here. So 301, 302, and let's create it in 303,000 and copy and paste this general reserves here. And I'll just put it under equity and click on save. Then we have net owner's equity. Net owner's equity is basically the default capital account that I'll change the name of. Let's say this one. 301000. I'll just change the name to this. Click on save. Or what you can do is just you remove this accounting equation. I'll just remove it from here as well, because this is just to explain you better. Click save. Now the project and our Odoo chart of accounts are exactly the same with the same spelling. Now we can import all of these balances easily. What we need to do is just copy all of these names. And if you want to directly use this template, you can just paste it right here. Otherwise, what you can do is just click on the import. And once you click on import, you can just download the import template as well. Just click on the template. And as you can see, the download is started. And it will immediately download a file for you, which you open, and it will show you something like that. In the first column, you need to mention the code, then the name, and then the opening balance. If you don't want to define it in the debit and credit separately, what you need to do is just make sure that all the debits are in positive and all the credits are in negative. So here are the instructions as well, that code existing accounts will be updated based on their identifier or codes. So opening balance, a positive or negative amount can be mentioned for opening debit and credit. But if you want to separately use the debit and credit fields so that you can easily copy and paste the balances, we can just do that as well. Just copy it from here, paste it here, and do the same for the opening credit. Opening credit, just paste it here. And you can remove all the balances from the opening balance field like this. After that, just go to the configuration and click on chart of accounts. And actually what we need to do here, we need the code and the name. So what we can do is, if you want it to be linked, you can link it in the spreadsheet just by clicking on this gear icon. Go to spreadsheet and click on link menu in the spreadsheet. Or let's say if we go to the spreadsheet and click on insert list in the spreadsheet, I'll just keep it to accounting and click on confirm. And under the Google Sheets, you will automatically get all of these codes and names right here. So what you can do is just copy and paste them directly here. Let's say if we want to make it simple, and just copy all of these balances right here and paste it here. And after that, we just click on paste as values so that it is without any formatting. And after that, we just put the relevant debit and credit balances. Now for Citibank, we have the debit balance. So paste it here, make it simple. Then we have 2,500,000 for Bank of America. I'll just make and remove these commas afterwards. So let's copy 500,000 for the loan account. And if you want to scroll down and still you want to see the headings, we will just freeze panes, click on view and freeze panes. So when we scroll down, the headings won't disappear. Then we have cash. I'll just copy this cash, paste it here. Debtors, 1,650,000. I'll just copy and paste it here. Then we have inventory and stock. You just find the right area, inventory and stock, this one. Then we have rent security. Rent security, here it is. Then we have 7,500,000 for machinery. Here it is, paste it. 250,000 for accumulated depreciation of machinery. Then we have 1042500 for creditors or payables. So for creditors and payables, I'll just paste the balance here. This is on the credit side. Just remember that. Accrued expenses, 200,000. Let's paste this right here. And we have 175,000 for sales tax payable. Here it is, sales tax payable. Just paste the balance. 1 million for general reserves. Here it is, paste the balance. And then we have net owner's equity as 21450,000. Here it is, net owner's equity. I'll just paste the balance on the credit. Okay, this is a formula. So I'll just copy this one and paste here as values. Now we will select both of these fields and in the home tab, we'll make it a general format so that all the commas can be removed. And if you want to remove all the formatting, you can just click on clear and clear formats. So it will be in the default sequence. After that, we can just save this. So this is the finished file that you can get with the resources section of this video. Let's say that if you want to completely just copy and paste that, you can do that, or you can use that in import directly, but I want you to create it on your own so that you can get it better. Now guys, let's say that I want to get rid of all the opening debits and credit fields which are empty. How can I do that? First of all, I'll just select these filters and apply the filters. Go to the home tab, click on sort and filter and click on filter. Make sure that you select the headings first. After that, we just find the blank fields here. So let's say that I want to click on this, unselect all. Let's scroll down and select the blank fields. Here we have all the blank fields. And now let's select the blank fields for this one as well. So these are all the blank fields. And these are all the ledgers that is completely unused, neither in the debit and neither in the credit. Just select all of these rows and just right click and remove this, delete rows. And once we clear this filters now, we should see all the ledgers that has the balances. So this is a cool trick that you can use. After that, just save that again and close out of here. And now let's try to import it again. Just go to the accounting and click on the configuration and click on chart of accounts. And finally, we click on this top left corner on the import. We'll import the chart of accounts using this, and we need to upload the data file. We just upload this one, COA import template finished. Open this. And as you can see here, there are two fields. One is file column, one is Odoo field. So we need to see that whether all the Excel columns are exactly matching and identified in the Odoo field as well. If it is the case, then you will get the reference directly linked here. As you can see, code is linked to code, name is linked to account name, opening balance is linked to opening balance, and opening debit and credit are also linked. These are some untitled fields that you can ignore, but all of these fields that we need is linked. So click on test and we make sure that everything seems valid, like is the case here. Now, if you guys are thinking that when we enter the individual customer details with the balances, this balance should automatically update. So why we are putting this balance, and same goes for inventory and payables, because these are control accounts and it should automatically update when we update the customer balances. But that we will see later on. We just import it in this way to make it smoother so that we don't have any problem. And then we will use a suspense account in order to deal with all of this scenario. So just don't worry about that for a moment. We will straight away import all the ledgers along with the balances. So we click on import, and as you can see here, 14 records are successfully imported. And if you want to check the reporting and click on the trial balance, just to make sure that every balance is imported in the right way, we just need to change it from July 2025, let's say, to the complete year ledgers. And still we cannot see any balance. Why is that? Is it not imported? No. That's because if we go to the accounting and click on journal entries, we will find this entry if we click or uncheck posted, because this one is saved as a draft. And when we open this, it goes under the miscellaneous operations. And here is the complete entry, as you can see here. Okay, we see a problem here that in the Standard Chartered Bank, it goes under this ledger on a debit side, but we need to paste it on the credit side. And undistributed profit and losses, this should automatically be updated. If we remove this, as you can see here, it's still balanced and now the entries are fine. So you need to check it again a little bit that everything is in the right order and right area or not. So we have receivables, cash, Bank of America, Citibank, all shown in the right area, and then we can randomly check these ones as well. So once you're satisfied, just click on post entry. And now it is posted. So after that, you can check the reporting and click on the trial balance, and you should be able to see debit and credit is already there. It's shown in the initial balance. So let's say if we change it to January, actually it posts basically all the balance on 31st of December 2024. And that's the right thing. But if you want to just change the date to 1st of January, just click on reset to draft and just change the date manually to 1st. Here I change it, click on post again. So we clear this sequence number to proceed, click on post, and now it's posted. Click on the reporting and click on the trial balance. By the way, if you want to keep it to 31st December 2024, like the default sequence, it's completely fine. But I just wanted to show you that if you set it to the current year, it should show in the debit and credit and not in the initial balance. So now it's showing fine, and we need to make sure that the debit and credit equals to the one we see in the project here. So 24617,500 on the debit and credit side exactly matches this one. And this is how you can do it. So Until now, we have seen how we can create the chart of accounts and then we can import the opening balances without any problem. Just try this by yourself and I'll see you in the next one.